Do you ever feel emotionally walled off from your kids, even when all you want is to be close? Or maybe you have a short fuse that ignites out of nowhere, and afterwards you're standing there thinking, where did that even come from? If any of that sounds familiar, it might not actually be your fault. These are signs of generational trauma, emotional wounds passed down from your own parents that now show up in your fatherhood, without your permission and without a warning label. Think of it like driving a car that constantly pulls to the left. You're trying to go straight, but something unseen keeps steering you off course. Today we're naming what that is, and how to fix it. Generational trauma doesn't announce itself. It just shows up as the way you react, the way you shut down, the way you parent on autopilot, using settings you never deliberately chose. Here are the 5 signs it's happening to you. This isn't just being busy. This is a persistent struggle to connect. Hard to offer a hug, hard to tune in to what your child is feeling, hard to be emotionally present even when you're in the room. It comes from one place. Your own emotional needs weren't met growing up. Nobody gave you the roadmap. So now you're being asked to navigate a foreign country with no map and no translator. You want to connect. You just don't have the tools yet. That's not a character flaw. That's an inheritance. And inheritances can be returned. Do you find yourself being overly critical, setting a bar that keeps moving, coming down hard on mistakes in a way that, if you're honest, sounds like someone who came down hard on you? This comes from growing up where vulnerability was weakness, where you learned to hide your true self to earn approval. And now, without meaning to, you're handing your children the same mask. Over time, they forget what their own face looks like underneath. You can put it down, but first you have to notice you're holding it. 1 minute calm, next minute exploding. Over something small, over nothing. And your family never knows which version of you is walking through the door. That indoor weather, sunshine to hurricane in 30 seconds, erodes a family's sense of safety in ways that take years to show up. It's inherited hypervigilance, a nervous system trained early to stay on high alert. Still running that program, in a house that is safe, with people who are not a threat. Recognizing the alarm is inherited is the first step to turning down the volume. Because your childhood felt chaotic, you overcompensate by controlling everything. The rules, the schedule, your way, every time. It looks like high standards. It's actually a defense mechanism, like a ship captain who survived a terrible storm and now refuses to let anyone else touch the wheel, even in calm waters, even when you're exhausted, even when someone else could help. You're not controlling because you're difficult. You're controlling because once, a long time ago, control was the only thing keeping you safe. Sudden outbursts, or the opposite, complete numbness, feeling nothing when you know you should feel something. Your body's internal alarm system stuck permanently on, blaring at the slightest disturbance, exhausting you and everyone around you. And the cruel part, you're not choosing it. It's happening to you as much as it's happening to them. You can't break a cycle you don't know you're in, so get honest with yourself. Think about your own father. What patterns do you recognize in yourself that you first saw in him? And the next time you feel that flash of anger or the urge to shut down, get curious instead of critical. Ask yourself, what fear is driving this right now? That awareness is where your power is, like turning the light on in a dark room. You can finally see what you've been tripping over and choose to walk a different path. 3 places to start. Professional support. Therapies like CBT help you challenge the automatic thoughts driving these reactions. EMDR helps your brain process old trauma so it stops cluttering your present. Reparent yourself. Give yourself the compassion you didn't receive. Be the calm adult you needed when you were a boy. Mindfulness helps. It's a pause button between the trigger and the reaction. That pause is where you get to choose. Build a new legacy. Set boundaries that protect the peace of your home. Allow yourself to grieve the father you needed. Then forgive, not to excuse what happened, but to take the hook out of yourself, to stop being tethered to that pain. Recognizing these signs is not a verdict on your fatherhood. It's a compass. You are not doomed to repeat the past. You are not just a character in a story someone else wrote. You are the author of the next chapter. And the fact that you watched this, that you were willing to look, means you're already writing it differently. What's one sign from this video that hit home? Drop it in the comments. 1 sentence, 1 word, just the number if that's all you've got. Share this if someone in your life needs to hear it. If you enjoyed this video, make sure to subscribe and check out the rest of the channel for more content you might like.